wish I could have spent more time with my father. You know, so I think that's something. If your parents are alive, and I know everyone gets busy when they start their career. So spend time with your parents. You know, I think that's very important. Everything that I have in me, that it's going to be the most important role I play, and that's it. You know, I'm taking each day as it comes. Lots of plans, lots of dreams, imagining the future. But till the day it doesn't happen, till the day of birth, I really don't know how I'll be.
Oh, people have always asked me, because you're a Kapoor, is Arjun Kapoor your brother? Is Ranbir Kapoor your brother? Are they your family? This, that. That's what they keep asking. Are you from the same family? Because I'm also a Kapoor. But you know, my second cousin is second cousin or something like that. Some rishta with Arjun, actually.
Achha. Oh, really?
So you're related to Sonam also?
I'm not related. It's like my cousin's cousin.
Well, you're related. I don't completely believe what's said online also. You know, sometimes it's fabricated by your own production company. Sometimes they are bots. Sometimes, people are saying things because they don't like you as a person. So there are different opinions. You can't take that seriously. I think what matters is that is real reaction.
Change the climax of Agneepath.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take it.
Oh, fab. Thank God you didn't, no?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rudrani, and welcome to Speak Easy. My guests today are very special and talented. Both the actors are people who actually fought against being typecasted or stereotyped. They chose roles that made sure they could never be boxed into anything or labeled as an actor. And the director has done films that believe in revenge is actually never too old, and he's done pretty well with that. I'm talking about the fantastic team of Shamshera. Welcome to the show, Ranbir Kapoor, Vaani Kapoor, and of course, Karan Malhotra.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
In the beginning, I think every actor, you're told to do a certain thing in the beginning of your career, and then you figure out what you want, and then you fight against particularly not being labeled as anything. Ranbir, I think you in the beginning of your career proved that, you're not just any other romantic hero. And you went ahead and did films at that very early, and Wake Up Sid, which happens to be on a period at that time, which nobody else was actually trying to do and take. Might have not worked, but it truly worked for you as an actor. And now, of course, Shamshera, I want to know, was it difficult?
I think when I started off my career, I was just doing the roles that were offered to me at that time. I was a younger boy. I was at the right place at the right time, where younger roles were written for certain actors, and at that time there was Imran Khan and me. So we kind of got the best of the young roles written. Yeah. And I think my journey from Wake Up Sid and the earlier films that I've done all the way to Shamshera, it's just been a natural progression. I think Shamshera also came at the right time. When I was ready to take a role like this, I had that confidence and conviction to do a film like this. Of course, a lot of dependency was on the director Karan Malhotra. I needed, a strong director to give me confidence that I could pull something off. So it's been amazing, this journey, and I hope that this next phase of my career, the next 15 years, 20 years, or how many ever years I last, is that I do something different, very different from the first 15 years of my career, do different films, surprise myself, get out of my comfort zone, and that's the intention.
Here, here.
Where?
Vaani.
You like that joke, huh? Work for you. That landed.
Just being supportive.
Okay.
Guys.
Thanks, Vaani. We've discussed this in the past, and you've said that, I just don't want to be doing a commercial film for the sake of commercial film. There has to be something more. When the trailer came out, you got a lot of interesting reactions. A lot of reactions also were that, is there more to her character, or is it just going to be reduced to singing and dancing now? And I know there's so much more to that part of the story. Would you want to elaborate there?
I wish I could elaborate. I don't know how much, I don't know if I have the bandwidth to go into detail. The fact that, there's a reason why he's not let out the entire character out for people to understand, because he wants to keep a lot under, as a surprise package. And I think there's, even in the making of Sona, if you've seen, I believe you can see certain shades which have not been established in the trailer or in the song. And even in the song, when you see Fitur, it doesn't feel like it's an item number which is just copy-pasted into into a certain, segment as a dream song. There's a certain storyline and progression from it. So there's a lot to Sona. Yes, the film is called Shamshera. It is about Ranbir Kapoor and it is about a father and a son story. But do I have an impactful enough part in the film to play? Yes, I do believe I have it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been on for the film. I don't think I would question a Karan's intelligence because he as a filmmaker is also a feminist, him and Ekta both. And I feel like they both have very well thought of the girl's part in the film, you know, who becomes Ranbir's character's strength and his weakness time to time.
Wonderful. Karan, tell me, they thought like it's going to be stuck to the 80s, but you keep bringing back the revenge in new form. What is that connection?
I really don't know. I think it's a psychological issue I have.
You're like, you're revengeful.
We are loving it.
Yeah.
We are loving it.
I keep bringing back father issues and mother issues, I think, and aggression issues and badla lena hai. So I think kahin na kahin, I think all the three films are done somewhere. There has always been a flavor of. Agneepath had a very prominent flavor of revenge. Shamshera does have revenge, but Shamshera is also much more entertaining. It's in its basic grain. You know, it's not a process of revenge that will exhaust you. It will, in fact, help you celebrate it. That is what Shamshera does, because I think somewhere I've graduated as an individual as well to give out more entertainment in the same kind of stories and the same emotion that I want to project, but make it more palatable and more celebratory rather than it just being brooding and intense and tiring. But yeah, I honestly don't have a how do I say intellectual answer to that, because it's just an instinct. I get attracted to stories like that. I get attracted to emotions that are intense, emotions that kind of come a full circle, and I think revenge is a pure form of that instinct of mine.
I think it's doing very well for you and for the actors. So maybe you can hold on to that instinct for a longer time. I mean, the best part about the promotional thing was the Kapoor show. And I seriously think there should be part 2 and part 3 series because you actually got a lot of love for it, you know, in the industry. And I don't blame actors for it.
But वो 2 minute के segment में मेरी पूरी life खत्म होगी और कुछ रहा ही नहीं to make fun of.
It is true, but it's said, you made a joke about how, you know, Shadi Choti Rakhi because, you know, all the money has gone. But failure has never sort of deterred you because you continue to be a producer for Brahmastra. And I know so much money has gone into producer. And the film has obviously invested, everybody has invested a lot of money into it. Tell me that failure doesn't truly deter you, does it? And why, and how did that not impact you, actually?
No, failure, of course. Failure is such a, it teaches you so much. It's a big setback. But I've only learned from my failures, and I've always believed that, you know, I'm looking at, you know, people who've directed films before me, produced films before me, acted in films, that you have to take a risk if you're in this business. You have to take a risk where you have to kind of go all in, you know, if you really want to make it big. For example, I think Vaani went all in for Chandigarh Kare Aashiqui. There are not many actors who would take that role, you know, and it kind of paid off for her. So every artist needs to take that risk. Having said that, of course, there's a lot of hard work, there's a lot of luck involved. But unless you don't take that risk, you won't make it big. You know, there was a dialogue that I had said in my own film, कि risk तो Spider-Man को भी लेना पड़ता है. Who are we? So it's just that, you know, you have to have a vision, you have to take a risk, and then the payoff is good.
It's interesting you say that, but I still feel it's a calculated risk. And I feel like your decisions that you're making, maybe I'm wrong here, are also, somewhere there's a little bit of a producer's point of view. The film that you're choosing, which includes Shamshera, then you have Animal, they're all built on a very large scale.
Yeah, but you know, you have to understand that, but also these films are far more risky, you know, because to make a single genre film, say a film like Barfi or say Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, it's easier to you know, garner success in such films, but when you take up such a large genre, you know, a genre that India loves, it's not easy to impress them. You know, it's a harder genre. Yes, there are all the elements for it to become a huge success, but not many filmmakers know that tone, and not many filmmakers have found success in it. I myself tried a big commercial film in Besharam. I again found failure in that. So it's a risk. These films, if it's Animal, if it's Brahmastra, Shamshera, all Love Ranjan's films, these are all risky films.
Okay, fair enough. But you know, I was discussing with Ayushmann, and he said that, you know, I asked him what is one heartbreaking thing as an actor, especially when you try to do different things, and he said that, you know, I've gone in places and I've realized that when I try to do things which are particularly about the LGBTQI community in this country, it's not working. And he said that with a very desperation in his voice, and I felt that. Tell me your thoughts on this, and you know, while we really wanted that film to work, isn't it?
I think a part part of me also maybe somewhere was prepared. It's not like I'm oblivious to the fact that, you know, people, I wasn't anticipating everybody is going to accept it. Yes, that was the hope and, you know, the greed.
Yeah.
Because we are associated to the film emotionally as well. But there were chances, the probability was high that not everybody is going to accept it. It's not a very conventional subject, let's put it that way. It's taking time, but at least it's been a conversation started. It's in maybe some capacity opened doors for people to have the courage to come out in the open and talk about it. For me, my biggest victory is the community applauding it. You know, for me, it has been of some level of comfort for them. And we have gotten acceptance from that community has been my biggest victory if I talk about me being as an actor.
And I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Please continue to do that. Karan, with all the love always comes brickbats, okay?
Yes.
A little bit of it, right? And first I want to know, did you read everything that was there about the trailer?
I kind of, just went through it, but not everything. I don't think, I'm not, how do I say this? I love encouragement. I love appreciation.
Yeah.
But I'm not a guy who just constantly, you know.
You can't.
I start feeling giddy about it. So I can't do that. We've done our best for the film. We've given it 100%, complete sincerity. And now we have put it out there for people to hopefully understand it and celebrate it. So I kind of leave it somewhere there.
What do you think about the KGF comparison?
I appreciate it. I like it. Yeah. KGF is a huge success. Why would I not like my film to be compared to such a monumental, successful film? Yeah, that's all I have to say. It's encouraging. It's encouraging. So I don't get bothered by it.
Ranbir, in your self-confession during the Kapoor show, you made it clear that maybe sometimes you have like a chor account, bol sakte na usko. Jiske through you maybe look at things that you want to. And I don't think you've said, I don't think you'd want to come back to social media as per se. I don't know if you'd want to. Do you really go and check all of that? Does it bother you? Do you think about it? Post and pre the film, I want to know that.
No, I think it's very easy to kind of gauge it. It also depends on the kind of messages you get. You know, the industry and people who've known you. You know, you can gauge by their tone and what they say about a particular film. I've never had to go online to check what people are saying.
You've never done that for any film, no?
Well, I think earlier on in my life, maybe, you know, I've Googled myself or, you know, or reviews and stuff like that. Having said that, I don't completely believe what's said online also. Sometimes it's fabricated by your own production company. Sometimes they are bots. Sometimes, you know, people are saying things because they don't like you as a person. So there are different opinions. You can't take that seriously. I think what matters is that is real reaction. Like I said, like if people send you messages, they've taken the effort of picking up the phone, finding your name, sending a long message, means that it has made an impact on them. And I think that's a good gauge meter as to where you stand. And with Shamshera, I got a lot of messages.
Fantastic. Before I move on to my last segment, congratulations, Ranbir. I'm sure you're used to all the congratulations that are coming your way, but very, very happy for both Alia and you.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this new chapter in my life. I believe with everything that I have in me that it's going to be the most important role I play. And that's it, you know, I'm taking each day as it comes. Lots of plans, lots of dreams, imagining the future, but till the day it doesn't happen, till the day of birth, I really don't know how I'll be.
Well, congratulations. But is it true you really practiced questions on fatherhood? I want to know that.
Yeah, because
this is the first thing I want to ask Ranbir off or on camera. Did you all do both of you कि ये सवाल आने वाला है?
I had to because I knew it. I predicted that, you know, once I start promoting that's going to be the first question asked, and that's going to be the most printed question also, and the printed answer. But I could not do it. I mean, we tried forming answers, but everything just sounded fake because it's a true feeling, you know, it's a real feeling, and you can't really fabricate it. So I'm just going to leave it to that.
But I love that. I think you all have kept it real, both with your wedding. You all wanted a simple one, and this with this, you all went and announced it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So congratulations once again. Okay, coming to the last segment, very simple. I wanted Karan to start, and then this is how it goes. Fun questions, which will be same for all. Here we go.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
A rumor about yourself that makes you laugh.
I don't think I've reached that stage in my life where there are rumors about me.
Kuch to hoga na.
I really don't know rumors about
Nothing?
myself. Nahin, yaar.
Oh, I thought you'd say someone like people think I'm very strict and all of that. That's what
But
most
that's a
directors.
fact.
That's not a rumor.
Yeah, that's not a
Are you
rumor.
super
I think
strict?
that I only spread this rumor that you take a lot of takes, but you don't take a lot of
Ah,
takes.
yeah, I read articles about many takes.
Ranbir is admitting the
I
fact
think it's
that I
him.
spread a lot.
So this is the rumor.
Yeah.
Ranbir Kapoor has spread that rumor.
So you
But
don't
it's
take?
not true.
Not
No,
really.
it's not.
Not
He's-
really.
Not really.
He's very clear on what he
Poor-
wants.
I love how Karan is like, no, not really. So you know what you want, so there you go with it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Vaani.
Oh, people have always asked me, because you're a Kapoor, is Arjun Kapoor your brother? Is Ranbir Kapoor your brother? Are they your family? This, that.
Aaj batai diye.
That's what they keep asking. Are you from the same family? Because I'm also a Kapoor.
Yeah.
It's very funny. But you know, my second cousin is second cousin or something like that. Some rishta with Arjun, actually.
Acha. Oh, really?
So you're related to Sonam also?
No, I'm not related. It's like my cousin's cousin.
Matlab, you're related.
Yeah, then
But
you're...
then you're not related, because it's a very far away. We're not related, guys.
So-
all Kapoors come from different.
Different clans, she's made it
Clans.
very clear. What about you, Ranbir?
I can't remember a rumor of my about me which is untrue.
Which is funny. Oh, he's like,
This is
I
untrue.
can't remember what?
No,
You're saying all
recently.
rumors are true.
Recently.
Acha. What is one, in the beginning of the career, what is one advice that you received which you absolutely did not take and you're glad about that?
Okay.
This though, you must be a lot.
Yeah. The advice was to change the climax of Agneepath.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take it.
Oh, fab. Thank
Yeah.
God you didn't. No?
Yeah.
That's a nice one. What about you?
I'm thinking, not that many people from the industry came advising me. I have only one mentor, Adi Chopra, and then Shanu Sharma, who I speak to. But I've literally followed my own path, and I've never really,
No free ka advice kabhi bhi diya gaya types, na, which you didn't take.
no. Or maybe I just zoned out. I didn't
You were
hear
like,
it
oh, I don't wanna take
completely.
this.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't
That's
completely
possible
like
with you, Vaani.
Yeah, I just zone out, space out very conveniently.
Be proud of that.
Let me stop it.
Okay, what about you, Ranbir?
Well, I actually got an advice where at that time I thought it was really silly, but I feel really bad that I didn't take that advice seriously. It was from Mr. Amir Khan.
Okay.
Before I started acting in films, he advised me that, listen, you come from this family, you've had a certain lifestyle. What I advise you very strongly before you start acting, because you might not get this opportunity again, is like pack a backpack and travel around India. You know, go see different cultures, meet people, go by train, go by bus, experience your country. You know, see the characters in your country, see the people, the kind of films that they like to see, you know, who they are. I think that's something which I missed on doing. I mean, I've done that now, you know, over the years through my movies, or you know, traveling and stuff, but I wish I'd done that. I think that would have really added another dimension to my creativity.
Basically, literally वक्त को गुजरते देखना चाहिए था.
Yes.
है ना? Like you
Zindagi ko.
I've traveled India, bhai. Like I've traveled.
Super.
Oh. Okay, last one I'm getting out here.
Like,
Is there anything that you regret in this long span of yours in your career that you think that you should have done and you didn't?
That you should have?
Done and
Done.
you didn't? Regret? Any kind of regret?
no, not at all.
Oh, none at all?
None. Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually, strangely, yeah. So far, no, I have no regrets.
No regrets.
I'm very happy because I chart, like, you know, we all chart different courses in this industry, and I've.
I heard Mr. Anthony Hopkins, sorry I'm cutting you,
No, that's
saying something very interesting about
Yeah.
a similar question.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
In fact, it was so
I have
important.
no
that
regrets.
He said there are, he has no regrets because there is no time to regret.
Yeah.
Life is very short. You keep moving on, you make your mistakes, you learn from them, you correct yourself and keep moving on. So when there are certain moments in your life where you feel there's a downer moment or something, you might regret for the moment.
Yeah.
But I think when you live through life, you realize that all those things were meant to be there to make the future better for you in different ways.
Yeah.
So you definitely, at this stage when I sit here, I have no regrets. Yeah,
I love
for
that.
Sure.
I also think he's amazing, and when you see his Instagram account, you know what
Oh,
he
he's
means.
lovely.
He's so amazing.
He's lovely.
He just like, he's
He's
making
a
you
philosopher.
happy.
He's a real philosopher.
Also,
he's a
just
fun
funny.
guy.
He's,
He's
so
a funny man.
Exactly, he's so funny. I love that. Okay, sorry.
I'd go with the
Zero
same
regrets.
answer. Zero
Okay,
regrets.
the
so
last
far.
one, Ranbir.
I think the first thing that comes to my mind, I wish I could have spent more time with my father. You know, so I think that's something. If your parents are alive, and you know, I know everyone gets busy when they start their career and their profession, and you get too taken by your own life and this roller coaster of life that takes you on. So spend time with your parents. You know, I think that's very important.
Is there an advice of his that you always remember and you will think by?
A couple of them, but one which comes to my mind is don't take success to your head and failure to your heart.
And which you actually do follow. That's wonderful. But thank you so much. This was lovely.
Thank you.
I am so fun to watch the two of you together again. And we haven't seen Ranbir in a while. So looking forward to congratulations,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.